There is a difference between low down or low amount of funds needed and zero. It's not possible. And let me tell you why it's not possible. A couple things. So a couple things that's needed in order to have a successful acquisition, especially if this is a primary residence, is you want to have some of these protective items taken into account, and also like just some pre-closing expenses put to the side. One of those items is earnest money. So you want to make sure that you have your earnest money put to the side. Those funds are contributed back to you at closing, but you do have to have access to that amount, but you want to have access to that prior to shopping, because you have to turn it in about 3 to 5 days after you actually go in a fully bound contract, right? So that's one out-of-pocket expense. Another out-of-pocket expense that you can expect is an inspection cost. So depending on the size of the property, depending on if there is additional items, additional structures, a pool, another home, like a separate property, a separate garage with maybe living space above it, just different, even a larger space, something that may be on a crawl space, property that may be on a basement. All of those things can create a difference in how much your inspection costs will be. But it is so advisable. I advise all of my clients, even if you are purchasing a new construction property, I advise you to still have an inspection done. You won't believe how many times we have literally had a new construction property and we have found error in the new construction build. So I encourage you all to make sure that you have enough money set aside. This is something that could be a preventative measure that could be taken so that you won't pass on bad expectations to one of your peers or family members and prevent them from generational wealth because of your bad experience and by simply not taking that one preventative step. So that's an easy cost for me. I'd rather spend $400. It's normally estimated between like I say like $350 for townhomes to about $450 for a single family residence, around like 2,500 square feet. If it's a larger property, then the out-of-pocket expense could increase. But I'd rather spend that, y'all, than have thousands and putting thousands of dollars in damages to appear, or for a full HVAC system to go out on you and you have no source of recourse in order to, go ahead and get that item fixed, unless you're willing to do an insurance claim. A lot of this stuff can be prevented through these inspection companies, and depending on the inspection, this is another thing. I don't like to cheap out on my inspection companies either. So there are some inspection companies that are like $200, right, for a 3,000 square foot property. I would never, unless I actually see the report and see how detailed that report is, I would never just take you just because you are more affordable, because this is an asset, right? This is an actual item that you are investing in. That's typically one of your largest assets. And so we want to make sure that we are making intentional moves to create generational wealth. We don't want to have you, take this leap of faith and then have to have all of your faith broken because you missed a step. So there is ways to make sure that you keep your faith intact, number one, and that you can grow it. And then you're able to pass on positive vibes, in essence, positive affirmations to the person next to you, because you took all the proper steps to ensure a smooth ride. Doesn't mean that it'll be foolproof. Things happen. But as long as you have those measures behind you, you're able to then lean on those should something occur. A lot of these inspection companies also provide warranties. So if something, again, transpired, then the warranty could kick in if they did not find something during the inspection process. So that's another reason why I only deal with certain companies.